Hi lovelies, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be swatching and reviewing the Nail Reserved gel polishes for the first time. So this is everything that I'm going to be sharing with you guys in today's video. So let's go ahead and unbox these goodies. Now it always feels like it's Christmas whenever I'm unboxing nail goodies. So it's Christmas in March right now in my head. So I am on cloud 9. So I did notice on their website that they do have polygels as well. So I did pick up this nude shade in the color Dusk Drift, and it looks so beautiful on the website, but I'm not going to be using it in today's video. Today I decided to do some gel X. I'm just going to be swatching it for you guys. Okay, so I'm loving it. It is a really nice nude polygel. It does give me that full coverage, and this is what the swatch of that polygel looks like. With every gel polish brand, I do love to try out their black and white to see the coverage of it. So their white is called White Reserve. It is really creamy and opaque, and this is the coverage for just one coat, and I would say that it's really good. As you guys can see, it does cover nicely, but I do recommend applying 2 coats for the best results. Next up, we have Sea, Swing and Sand, and this is actually not a new color to my channel. It's one of my favorite nail bed colors from Nail Reserve. It is a sheer gel polish, but it is also buildable, so you can control the opacity of this gel polish depending on the design that you're going for. And this is what it looks like after applying 3 coats of this color. Next up, we have Second Chance, and it is this gorgeous bright but not too bright green gel polish. Another cream, so the coverage on this one is absolutely amazing for a green gel polish. It is so creamy, and again, this is what it looks like with just 1 coat. I am not even going to butcher the name of this one, guys. It is on the screen. Feel free to pause the video and check it out. But it is this a bright, vibrant, can't do without it color for summer. Like, you must have this color in your collection. She is everything and then some. So I did go ahead and apply 2 coats of this color. I did 1 coat on top of my swatch stick, and I'm doing the other coat at the bottom. So this is what that color looks like with 2 coats. Next color, we have Tenerife, and is this gorgeous orange color, perfect for spring and summer. Now it's not like a neon orange, but it's not like a deep dark muted orange. It's just that perfect medium between the 2 colors. Absolutely stunning, and this is just 1 coat. As you guys can see, it did cover really well on this clear swatch stick. Next up, we have Electric Red. Now, Electric Red reminds me of a sort of a bright pink. It's more on the pink side than it is red. And again, the coverage is absolutely amazing. The consistency of the gel polishes, I'm really liking it. This, again, is just 1 coat. And look at that coverage. This color is called Flamingo. And it is a sexy, bright pink. Oh my gosh, will this be considered a Barbie pink? Let me know in the comment section down below, because I am just seeing Barbie when I see this color. The last pink that I have to share with you all is called A Kiss, and I think this one, in my opinion, this one is that Barbie pink. It is absolutely gorgeous. Now, each one of these pinks are bright and vibrant, perfect for the upcoming toes out season. Next up, we have Bloom, and this color, oh my gosh, it is stunning. I absolutely love this baby pink color, and then they added some shimmer in there. I can't say anything bad about it. The only thing is it's more on the sheer side, but it is buildable, and you do have to work with it and allow it to self-level because of the glitters that are in it. So this is what it looks like when I applied 2 coats of that color. Up next, we have 𝗪𝗵𝘁, and it is this very opaque, creamy, light pink nudish color. And I won't use this as a nail bed color, but it would look so good with just a full set of this, and just add some nail art on top of it. And again, the formula on these gel polishes, oh my gosh, that's just 1 coat. And the last color that I'm going to be swatching for you guys today is called Baby Rose, and it says it in its name. It's this beautiful pastel pink, and this is also a cream gel polish, and the coverage, which is 1 coat, absolutely amazing. This one is definitely going to be a go-to for the spring season. Here are all the colors together side by side, absolutely stunning. Tell me which one is your favorite in the comment section down below. And if you're interested in any of these gel polishes, I have a 50% off discount code in my description box, as well as they are listed and linked down there for you guys as well. Let's get these babies looking right. Guys, I have not done my nails in months, so we have a lot of cuticle work to do. I'm starting with the Kiara Sky mini barrel diamond cuticle bit. I do have my e-file in forward at 4000 RPMs, and I'm going to work this drill bit around the cuticle area as well as my side walls. I'm using this to push back the eponychium and expose as much of that nail plate as possible, while also trying to get up as much of that dead cuticle. Now I'm taking this Diamond Flame Cuticle Bit by Nail Couture. I still have my e-file at 4000 RPMs. The only difference is I did put my e-file in reverse, and I'm working this bit in the opposite direction across the sidewalls and cuticle area. Now with this bit, I'm going to take up as much of that dead cuticle around that area as possible. This is not painful at all. I do have a lot of dead cuticle on my nails given the months that I have not actually done extensions on myself. I've been giving you guys and recording a lot of watch me work videos, and trust me, I'm having a really difficult time editing them, but I promise you guys I do have a lot of content, and I'm going to sit and start editing. Once my cuticle area and sidewalls are nice and clean, I do put my e-file back in forward. I turn it down to 3000 RPMs, and I'm taking my mandrel bit as well as a medium grit sanding band, and I'm going to remove the shine off of my natural nails. So wherever I see a shiny spot, I'm just going to go in with my mandrel bit and remove it. No matter which nail application you are doing, whether it's a gel overlay, an acrylic application, gel X application, shiny spots equal lifting, and you do not want those. Listen, when you have not done your nails in months and then you prep them, they just look so clean and refreshed, and I just love me a freshly prepped set of nails. So I do have some dead skin around the cuticle area, and I do find myself really loving to use my cuticle scissors now more than the actual cuticle nippers. So I'm just going to go ahead and trim the cuticle area. Now a quick tip when using these scissors, and honestly, I was afraid to use these scissors at one point, but I find it so much easier to use than my cuticle nippers because I can actually see what I am cutting. The trick in this is to glide the scissors around the cuticle area, but without completely opening the scissors and closing it every single time. Once it is, you just literally nip, nip all the way around by barely even opening up that scissors. Once you're cutting, you get a nice clean cut. In order to get that cuticle area looking nice and clean after nipping or cutting the dead skin, you have to buff the area. So I'm taking my bowl bit by Kiara Sky, and I do have my e-file set at 6,000 RPMs, and I'm just going to gently go around the cuticle area and the side walls. I am not touching my natural nails with this bit. Today I'm using the 𝗪𝗪𝘁's Press X Soft Gel extensions in the shape long sculpted stilettos. Now, I am obsessed with the Press X system. I've had my clients go up to 6 weeks max using their Press X system. And what I love about these, one, the cuticle area is so flush to my cuticles, I don't have much sealing to do, as well as there are half sizes. So because I have smaller nail beds, I don't have to now adjust the nail tip to fit. I can just go ahead and pick a size that fits my natural nails perfectly from sidewall to sidewall. I love it. I love that. 10 out of 10 𝗪𝗪𝘁. Y'all came so good with these. When it comes to my Gel X application, I do get longer lasting nails when I prep the actual nail tip. So I'm taking a mini mandrel bit as well as a medium grade sanding band. I have my e-file set at 6,000 RPMs, and I'm just going to remove the shine from inside of the Gel X tip where it's going to be attached to my natural nails. Taking my 99% alcohol and a cleanup brush, I'm going to make sure that my natural nails are clean and dehydrated. Once that alcohol has been completely evaporated and my nails look nice and chalky, I'm taking Prime Time by 𝗪𝗪𝘁. This is their Press X Gel System Primer, and I'm going to apply this to my natural nails. So the final step that I like to take is go in with a nice thin but even layer of the Press X Press Gel on my natural nails, making sure to keep it away from my sidewalls and cuticle area. Once I have this applied to all of my nails, I do like to cure this layer under the low heat mode. So my light has a low heat mode of 90 seconds. So I do cure it for that to prevent any heat spikes. Going in again with that press gel, I'm taking the bristles of the brush and I'm scrubbing some of that gel into the matte layer of the nail tip, as well as swiping the brush along the cuticle area to remove any excess product off of the brush onto the tip, holding that nail tip at a 45-degree angle. I swipe it across my entire natural nail, and this is just going to give a nice slip layer. So when I go back onto that natural nail at a 45-degree angle, press from cuticle to free edge. Once that gel reaches my natural free edge, I'm going to flash cure this in place. I am using the 𝗪𝗪𝘁's Flash Pro LED light. It is freaking amazing and I absolutely love that. It is so easy. Just tap it and it comes on, even with my gloves on, no problems. Now, because the cuticle area of the Press X gel tips are so flush to my natural nail, I don't have much sealing of that cuticle area to do. So I'm going in with this extra fine ceramic bit, and I do have my e-file at just about 6,000 RPMs, and I'm going to go around the cuticle area and sidewalls just to completely blend that nail tip into my natural nails. And while I'm doing this, if there's any gel that would have squeezed out, I'm also going to go ahead and remove that. Now that is done, I'm taking my cleaner brush with my acetone, which is my favorite part of doing gel X right now. I'm going to continue to melt and blend that nail tip into my natural nails. Now for me, I find that the nail polishes Stiletto Press X gel tips are not as pointy as I would like my stiletto tips to be. I do like my stilettos a little bit on the narrow, pointier side. So now I'm taking my Kiara Sky 88 grit rectangular hand file, and I'm just going to reshape the free edge of the nail tips. This is just to make them nice and crisp and chef's kiss. Guys, you see that shape? Now to get that nice crisp shape, but make it look like it's seamlessly growing off from the cuticle area all the way to the free edge of that extension, I hold my hand file nice and firm and I press it against that nail tip, keeping it parallel to the nail tip at all times. I'm not going to angle that file at all because it's going to create a dent in my nail tip and it's just going to give it a really weird looking shape and so to make it look as though it's growing downwards, and that is just not cute. So here is a side-by-side comparison. My middle finger I just shaped and my ring finger is actually the original shape of the Stiletto Press X tips. And here is what the nails look like now that they are all shaped to perfection. Starting with C, Swing and Sand, I'm going to be applying a nice thin but even layer of this to all of the nails, making sure to remove any product that would have gotten on my sidewalls or flooded into my cuticle area, which I rarely have that. But I'm going to take my cleaner brush and some alcohol and just clean up any excess gel around the cuticle area and sidewalls, and then pop my hand into the light and cure the entire hand for 30 seconds. And I love layering gel polishes just to create that nice perfect nude nail bed color. So now I am taking Bloom, which is a beautiful baby shimmery pink color, and I'm going to go over the top of the C, Swing and Sand gel polish, again making sure that it's nice and thin. Now because of the glitter inside of this one, it's a little bit on the gritty side, so I'm just making sure that I keep it really thin. Again, clean up any excess gel, and then I'm going to go ahead and cure it. Once my base colors are completely cured, I'm going in with my base coat and I'm going to apply this over all of the nails to smoothen out the grittiness from that glitter gel to give me a nice smooth surface to do my nail art. And I do go ahead and cure that layer for 60 seconds. Taking my Kiara Sky XL liner brush, my Kiara Sky lash palette that I double as a gel polish palette, and of course the Nail Reserve's Electric Red. And this says it's electric red, but it's this gorgeous bright pink color. I'm going to be creating a French tip on 3 nails. It's so easy to go ahead and eyeball that smile line once you're doing a French tip on a stiletto nail, but in order to make it a little bit easier for my beginners, I'm going to show you a little trick on the other 2 nails. So once I have the outline of that pink down, I'm just going to go ahead and use the same liner brush and fill in the nail tip, remove any excess along the side walls to maintain that shape. And I'm going to go ahead and cure this nail. I do like curing each nail individually once I'm doing a French tip, because I have a toddler running around and sometimes I might need to just quickly snatch something or grab something or catch him from falling. So I need to make sure that my nails are dry so I don't accidentally mess them up. In order to make your smile line where you want it to be, make sure it's nice and even and sits directly in the center of your nail, of your stiletto tip. You want to go ahead and mark a line where you want that smile line to stop on the nail all the way to the free edge of the center of that nail extension. And then you're going to take your brush from one side wall to meet that line and from the opposite side wall to meet that line in the middle. Go ahead and perfect that smile line, make sure it's nice and crisp, fill in that nail tip, and then you're going to go ahead and cure it. For me personally, whenever I am doing a stiletto Frenchie, I just go ahead and eyeball it. Unless I'm working on a client, then I would use this method. So when it comes to doing nail art, just find a method that works comfortable for you. This is what I do. This is how I prefer to do it. Find something that works best for you and go ahead and do that. Now I'm taking my metallic gel pot by Kiara Sky. This one is in the shade Silver Fox. I'm placing a dot down, and with my medium liner brush, also by Kiara Sky, I'm going to be creating a little star on this nail, as well as just some little dot abstracts. And I did the same thing on my pinky nail. On the middle finger, I'm just going to be applying 3 dots to the center below that smile line, more on the nail bed area. And once I do that, I'm going to pop my hand into the light and I'm going to cure it for a full 60 seconds just to make sure that metallic gel is fully cured. And then I'm going to go ahead and apply my no wipe gel top coat to these 3 nails. Once that is done, again, I'm going to pop it into the light and I'm curing for 30 seconds. Taking the same medium liner brush, I did mix a little bit of the Nail Reserve's No Wipe Gel Top Coat with my Not Polish's Gem Gel, and I'm just going to go ahead and create some texture on that French tip. Every time I do one line, I'm going to take my Not Polish's Flash Pro Light and I'm going to go ahead and just flash cure that in place really quickly, just for about 2 to 3 seconds before I go ahead and do another line. Once I'm finished with all of the nails and these lines are all flash cured, I'm going to pop my hand into my light once again and give it a full 30-second cure. Now I'm not going to go over these nails again with any top coat. That's just going to be it for the French tip nails. So I wanted to create an ombre on my index finger and my ring finger, but I did not want to use gel polish because I figured it would make this nail way too thick. So I'm using this makeup palette. Now I did try to use the lighter shade of pink first, but it wasn't giving me the effect that I wanted. So I went ahead with the brighter shade of pink. I am also using the BH Cosmetics eyeshadow blending brush. This brush works amazing for pigments to create that nice smooth ombre. It is dense and really packed with bristles to give you that nice pickup. Now I do have a layer of my foil gel on the nail, and that is just going to give me an extra sticky surface to hold that pigment to. Now I did find that it wasn't as vibrant as I wanted it, and I was still seeing through these nails a little bit. So I went in with a second layer of my foil gel. I cured for a full 60 seconds, and then I applied a second layer of that pigment. And this layer absolutely looks stunning. It really did need a second layer, and I was really happy with the way that this ombre turned out. Now I'm taking the Nail Reserve No Wipe Gel Top Coat and I'm going to go ahead and top coat this nail. Again, remove any excess along the sidewalls or cuticle area to make sure that I'm not overexposed to any excess gel or lose my nail shape. And then I'm going to cure it again for another 30 seconds. So with the same gem gel and no wipe gel top coat mix, I'm going to be creating some lines on my ring finger. Once I'm happy with the thickness of the line, I'm going to go ahead and just flash cure each line again for another 2 to 3 seconds, just to make sure that that gel does not move, and also to make sure that the lines don't mesh or bleed into each other. So now that my lines are just frozen in place, before I fully cure this nail, I'm taking my Nail Polish's Gem Gel and I'm going to be adding some milling. After I place my stones where I want them, I am going to give this nail a full 30-second cure, and then I'm going to lay down some stones on my pointer finger as well as do some of the same nail art that I did on the pinky and the thumb, just to go ahead and tie this entire design together. Once I was finished, I went ahead and cured that silver again for a full 60 seconds to make sure that it's completely dried before applying the Nail Reserve's No Wipe Gel Top Coat. That is the final layer for this nail. I'm going to go ahead and give my hand a final cure. And then I decided that I did not like how the silver dots on my ring finger were looking, so I went ahead and added some clear crystals over those dots, and this was just everything with a little bit of sprinkles on top. So I did go ahead and cure my entire hand for a full 60 seconds. Final cure. Allow that gel to cool down so that it remains nice and shiny. And of course, lastly, we're just going to go ahead and oil my cuticles. Now this is the Nail Reserve cuticle oil in the new green tea scent, but it doesn't have a really strong smell. But what I love about the cuticle oil is actually the formula. It absorbs completely into the skin and it doesn't leave the skin like oily, especially when it's time to take pictures and videos. I will 10 out of 10 recommend this cuticle oil. Alright, beautiful, that is the end of this video. I will have the final clips of what the entire set looks like at the end to share with you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a big thumbs up. If you have not done so just yet, go ahead and click on that subscribe button. Make sure that your notifications are turned on and say hi in the comment section down below. That is it for today's video. I hope it was helpful and informative, and I hope you learned something new. As always, I would love you guys to stay glamorous, be safe, and I'll see you in the next one.